The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, and verse 1, NLT. A message for Edom. KJV headline, Prophecy against Mount Esau. It's America. NLT verse 1, again a message came to me from the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Son of man, turn and face Mount Seir, and prophesy against its people, the citizens, Edomites. Give them this message from the sovereign Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. I am your enemy, O Mount Seir. I will raise my fist against you to destroy you completely. I will demolish your cities and make you desolate. Then you will know that I am the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Your eternal hatred for the people of Israel led you to butcher them when they were helpless, when I had already punished them for all their sins. As surely as I live, says the sovereign Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, since you show no distaste for blood, I will give you a bloodbath of your own. Your turn has come. I will make Mount Seir utterly desolate, killing off all who try to escape and any who return. I will fill your mountains with the dead, your hills, your valleys, and your ravines will be filled with people slaughtered by the sword, the missiles. I will make you desolate forever. Your cities will never be built. Then you will know that I am the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. For you said the lands of Israel and Judah will be ours. We will take possession of them. What do we care that the Lord is there? All praises to Yahweh, Bashem Havashai, Mahara Kakwadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that scattered abroad amongst the heathen, some looking like the heathen. Beginning at the 144,000, preacher, teachers, and prophet, Shalom. Yeah, man, and I was just meditating on this earlier, man. And you know what Esau was doing to Israel is prophecy.
If you told me a few years ago that both my fiance and I would be working remote tech jobs, making more money than ever, and living life on our own
what Esau is doing to the 12 tribes of Israel, northern kingdom and southern kingdom, is prophecy. All right, it's the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai on 2/3 of Israel. But you Edomites are doing what you're programmed to do. But you got a judgment for it. So go ahead and get all your stuff out the way. Which you gonna do it. But you best believe Yahweh Shema Shai is going to destroy America. All you Edomites in it. And you Edomites that's left over, that's on the Eastern Hemisphere, they going into slavery. You Edomites that's going to be destroyed on this side, going to come back in the 3rd and 4th generation in the kingdom of Israel. Y'all going to be slaves. And what y'all doing to us, we're going to do to y'all. But it's going to be worse. It says, F them kids. That's what the agent said. We're going to play it at the end. ICE agents dragged children out of bed, ransacked Chicago building. Well, we're going to do y'all the same way, but it's going to be worse. Pay back some mother, man. So we just read. Since y'all want to do this to the nation of Israel, America's going to be destroyed, and all you Edomites here. But let's get into prophecy. When you get Joel 3, how Yahweh Shema Shai is going to judge you heathen, not only here in America, but when you're reborn in the kingdom. All right? In our kingdom, which would be the kingdom of Yahweh Shai. See, the Lord's not going to destroy the earth. He's going to destroy America. All right? And you get Joel chapter 3 and Joel chapter 3 and we'll just start at 1. The nations will be judged, NLT, judgment against enemy nations, right? The enemies of Israel, the enemies of Yahweh Shema Shai. KJV, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, Meaning when Yahweh Shema shall restore Israel, all 12 tribes, and put us back in our land. It says, and that's what's happening, man. But in order for Yahweh Shema shall to place us back into the land, deliver the elect, these prophecies got to take place. America got to be destroyed. 2/3 got to be jacked up. All right. It says, I will also gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat and plead with them there for my people and for the heritage of Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So that's World War III taking place in the Middle East, so-called Middle East. Okay, that's where all the nations going to be gathered and be destroyed there. All right, because y'all polluted our land, them Yahus and the Palestinians, the Palestinians, which would be the Arabs, the mixed people that's in our land. That's not any of you all's land. That's our land. See, how about Shema can jack all y'all up, right? And Yahweh Shema is going to jack up the armies of these nations, and Yahweh Shema is going to destroy America. All right, for Israel and the land, for what y'all done to the nation of Israel, us, and for jacking up our land. And they have cast lots for my people. See, this is what y'all done to us. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. You see? Y'all have done this and still doing it. Hey, read, you know how you still doing it? Look at these kids that's going miss. These people that's going missing every year that they never find. Hey, read Revelation 18. All right? It says, yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your head? So it's nothing you heathens can do. All right, you Ishmaelites, you Hamites, you Edomites, none of y'all, you Moabites, none. So it's not just limited to Tyre and Zidon and Esau, all you nations. And Yahweh Shema said, there's nothing you all can do. You're going to get your just due, man. All right? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, right, the Edomites, that ye might remove them far from their border, right? Were we not cast, sold in the slave trade? Were we not kicked out of the land? It says, behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, right, America, primarily, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabaeans, to a people far off, for the Lord Yahweh Shema shall have spoken it. So you see what you all have done to us and are doing to us, we're going to do to y'all when our Heavenly Father Yahweh send Yahweh shall to deliver the elect. You see? So go ahead and everything y'all doing to us, as you get revelation, Yahweh Shema shall say, hey, do unto them double. So we're going to do, y'all doing it first, but we're going to do y'all the worst. Do unto them double. That's Revelation. I forget the chapter. Okay. 18:6. Throughout the Yahweh Shema Shah. It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works, and the cup which she has filled to her double. You see? So you going to get double the judgment. Hey, let's get Psalms. Happy shall he be that dashed the little ones against the stones. Remember, what y'all doing to us, and we're going to do to y'all, but it's going to be worse. Don't forget all the stuff y'all did to us. See how y'all separating the families, the children, and y'all taking the kids out. If them kids got the little babies in handcuffs, Yeah, we know it's judgment from Yahweh Shema Shah. They're little demon babies. Listen, I call them semen demons. That's what they are. But hey, Yahweh Shema Shah gonna jack you up, gonna destroy you. Then Yahweh Shema Shah gonna allow us to jack y'all up. Psalms 137:7. Remember, O Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, the children of Edom, you Grecians, you Edomites, you so-called white people in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, meaning destroy it, even to the foundation thereof. And see, you Edomites were always ready to destroy us, man. Come up against us. All right? It says, O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, to about America, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee, as thou hast served us. We got to get that in NLT. O Babylon, you will be destroyed. Happy is the one who pays you back for what you have done to us. Happy is the one who takes your babies and smashes them against the rocks. You see? You see that? It's another one. I think it's in Ezekiel. I will pour my fury upon Israel to do my will. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I think it's in Ezekiel. Yep. Ezekiel 25:14. Let me see. Let's start at 13. The Wadi Yahweh Shema Shah. It says, therefore, thus said the Lord God Yahweh Shema Shah, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, right, destroying America. And I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. You see? And they shall do in Edom according to my anger, according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. Hey, Yahweh Shema Shah also is going to raise up the 144,000 to jack you Edomites up before this place is destroyed. So you're going to really get jacked up. Before you leave here, Yahweh Shema Shah going to get some of the men of the Lord, spiritual powers to jack you up. Then Yahweh Shah, the angels and the missiles coming to jack you up. Then y'all going to be reborn out of the loins of your Edomite fathers that's back east on the eastern hemisphere. Y'all gonna be born into slavery, and we're gonna separate y'all from y'all families. We're gonna dash your little ones heads against the stones. Y'all gonna be crying and full of sorrows. Y'all already can't take the sun. We're gonna get y'all a little bit of water. We're gonna work the tendons off your bones. We're gonna say F your kids. Right? We're going to do all of that in our kingdom, man. We reading it. So while everybody, you Edomites that's sitting around cheering this on, see, we can talk against our people. They are our people. Y'all can't do it. You Edomites can't do it. All right? You heathen can't do it. None of you heathen. But we're going to get all y'all, though. Thus saith the Lord, we just read it. But you Edomites going to get it the worst. All right? It says, F them kids. ICE agents drag children out of bed, ransack Chicago building, man. The same way y'all cut our water off and stuff, we're going to cut y'all water off. You don't want to serve us and do right? We're going to cut y'all water off. Y'all going to be in a famine. Y'all going to have full experience of real famine. All right? Not a man-made famine, but a real famine from Yahweh Shema Shah through the prophets. Y'all going to experience drought. Okay? That's Zechariah 14. Okay, matter of fact, let's get that. Hey, Deuteronomy 28:15 on down, those curses are going to be on y'all. All right, those curses are going to be on y'all. As a matter of fact, let's just get Zechariah, I think it's 14, for you nations that don't want to serve Yahweh Shema Shah. The 144,000 is going to tell the angels to make it cause a drought, famine, all that, man. And we're gonna be able to speak these things to existence. Lord willing, I'm part of the 144,000. If not, it's cool. But hey, the 144,000 gonna be able to do it. This Zechariah 14 and 16. And it shall come to pass that everyone that is left is talking about those on the Eastern Hemisphere. It's not talking about those that's left from America. It ain't talking about you heathen over here in America. It's talking about those, it's talking about the heathen that's on the Eastern Hemisphere. All right? And matter of fact, let's read it in NLT. In the end, the enemies of Jerusalem who survived the plague, that plague is World War III, will go up to Jerusalem each year to worship the King, the Lord of Heaven's armies, Yahweh Shema Shah, and to celebrate the Feast of Shelters, the Feast of Tabernacles. In other words, y'all gonna keep the law, statutes, and commandments. All right. It says, any nation in the world that refuses to come to Jerusalem to worship the King, the Lord of Heaven's armies, Yahweh Shema Shah, will have no rain. That's drought. You see? Drought leads to famine. Drought leads to death and sicknesses. All right? Drought leads to chaos. All right? If the people of Egypt, is just saying Egypt, that's any nation, as it said, any nation who refuses. If the people of Egypt refuse to attend the festival, the Lord will punish them with the same plague that he sends on the other nations who refuse to go. Egypt and the other nations will be punished if they don't go to celebrate the Feast of Shelters. In other words, that don't follow the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shema Shah. You see? So, we're going to get y'all back. And y'all not going to, hey, that 1,000-year period, setting the order up, establishing the kingdom of righteousness. That's a Yahweh Shema Shah could do it in one day if he wanted. But the Lord is stretching it out so we can get our get back, man. All right? And how fun this gonna be? This will be a 1,000 long years for y'all. And it's gonna, hey, we gonna have that 1,000 long years of joy. Yahweh Shema Shah, I believe he gonna stretch that time out, man. Y'all gonna be wishing like hell that time fly by. But we're gonna have fun doing it. So go ahead, have your little fun. Get your best moves in. Cause this is the last time you're gonna get it. Alright, this is the last time you're gonna get it. Alright, as a matter of fact, not only on this side, but in the kingdom. All you Edomites that's born within them 1,000 years, hey, y'all gonna die brutal judgments by the men of the Lord. And when you die, you got to come back every third and fourth generation, and you gonna receive a more brutal judgment until your 1,000 years up. Then you all gonna be exterminated. All right. When you get Job 27 and 13, it says, "This is the portion of a wicked man with God, Yahweh, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widow shall not weep." NLT. Verse 14, "They may have many children, but the children will die in war or starve to death." Well, it ain't gonna be no war going on in our kingdom, so you know it's talking about now. All right? So all you Edomites that's in America gonna die. All right? But in our kingdom, it's not gonna be any war. As we read, if you don't keep the law, statutes, commandments, we're gonna put curses on you, man. All right? And you're gonna get judged. All right? And we read in Psalms that we're gonna dash your little ones' heads against the stones. They're just going to the types of brutal judgments that we're gonna bring upon you, man, for what y'all done. Everyone you Edomites that said something against us, a racist remark, that's clapping your hands and cheering this song and saying, "Yo, these illegals don't need to be here. They sucking up the resources." Yeah, we're gonna get every last one of you. Every last one of you. You had an inkling of a thought a negativity against even any of Israel, the hopeful elect, or the 2/3, you're gonna get jacked up. Verse 15, it says, "Those who survive will die of a plague, and not even their widows will mourn them." You see, evil people may have piles of money and may store away mounds of clothing. Well, that's the point. Verse 15. All right. So, hey, enjoy yourself, your little troops and your little secret police, and make a little stupid comment after them kids. Remember, it's coming back, and we're gonna get your ass.
We're getting new reports about a chilling and downright shocking escalation of ICE tactics against the residents of Chicago. In the middle of the night, hundreds of armed federal agents and police, backed up by riot trucks, smoke grenades, and helicopters, breached fences and busted doors in an immigration raid on an entire apartment building on the city's south side. They pulled dozens of residents from their homes and zip ties, including children, some of them without any clothes. They then held some outside for hours and dragged the others into rented vans.
It was scary because I've never had a gun put in my face.
Neighbors like Ebony Watson says they ducked for cover as they heard several flashbangs go off.
They was terrified. The kids was crying. People was screaming. They looked very distraught. I was out there crying when I seen the little girl come around the corner. Because they was bringing the kids out too. Had them zip tied to each other. One of them literally laughed. He was standing right here. He said, them kids.
They zip tied the kids together. ICE put out a statement saying they were pursuing Trinidad gang members. But U.S. citizens living in the building say they were detained too. The cops told them that if they had any unrelated warrants, they wouldn't be going back home. 37 people were ultimately arrested after agents separated children from their parents on the street. And if you're looking at this and asking yourself, how is this legal? That is the right question to ask. And it has kind of an answer. And to understand it, you have to go back to Los Angeles this summer, where federal immigration agents started pushing the envelope on orders from the White House. They raided Home Depot parking lots and Walmart lots, and they grabbed people they saw. Near one Home Depot, masked agents with batons grabbed Narcisco Barranco, who has lived in the U.S. for more than 30 years and has 3 sons serving the Marine Corps. Agents beat Barranco on the ground, dislocating his shoulder before detaining him. In Van Nuys, agents raided a car wash, remembering this, sending patrons and workers scrambling before the 79-year-old owner, who is a U.S. citizen named Rafi, tried to ask them what they were doing.
That is when Rafi was taken down by agents and eventually handcuffed. Rafi says he was injured in the process.
And they sit on me. It's in my elbow about a week ago. And it's in my arm.
Rafi says he and 5 others at his car wash were taken to a federal detention center downtown. We're still working to learn more about why they were detained.
And that man is not alone.
That's it, man. I'm not gonna play the whole video, but you see, you Edomites got hell to pay. We're gonna get your ass. Shalom. You put your hands on the wrong damn people, bitch.